What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Rolodex. Man, you know we gotta get into it, man. You know what happened today with the Sony people. You know they cut back people, closed some studios, and you know they canceled a bunch of I'm gonna say a bunch. You know they canceled a couple of live service games, man. If you watch my other videos, which most of y'all didn't, but I said, and I'm gonna say it again. I said two things. I'm gonna say it again though. First, I said Sony don't make good multiplayer games. They don't. I don't know what you want to do about that. Do with that what you may, but the proof is in the motherfucking pudding. They don't make good multiplayer games. And the second thing I said was, if you want to know what Sony going to do, watch what Xbox do. It's inevitable, bro. They cannot stop copying the market leaders. Because let's face it, people want to say Sony's the market leader. Bruh, no. I'm not buying that shit no more. Sony is not the market leader, bro, at all. Xbox is definitely the market leader, even though they in quote unquote third place. Xbox is the market leader, fool. Xbox is the market leader. Sony can't stop copying them, y'all. Whether it's business moves, whether it's system feature updates, they can't stop copying Microsoft. So I'm gonna say Microsoft is the market leader on this one. I'm gonna give to Microsoft on this one. But yeah, man, look, man, Sony cut off 900 people. I mean, honestly, I think it's gonna be more in the future. I don't know. It was crazy though, because there was a lot of bullshit to come out. That's why if you look at my other video, I said I made a video about when Xbox cut off 1,900 people. I said ponies. Hold your horses. I said, hold your horses, pony, because you don't know what Sony got coming down the pipe. I said, I remember that. I did say that, though. But yeah, y'all, like, I knew this was coming, though. I knew this was coming. It is what it is, though. But I honestly think it's going to be more people before the end of this year is over with. You know, I think Sony want to give you bad news, but they don't want to give you all the bad news. Like, for real. 900 people got cut. Then they say some people part of Naughty Dog got cut. Somniac. Man, it was nasty, bro. It was real nasty for them today. You know? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's nasty for Sony, bro. And the roadmap is not looking bright. Let's talk about a lot of these, couple of live service games got canceled too by them. And to be honest with you, like I said, man, they don't make good live service games though. So they probably was like, look, bro, it's not sustainable. They don't make good for it's a story mode box. What you want me to do? Man, it's a story mode box. And I know we was happy for it, hoping they can, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta think though, those live service games was coming under Jim Ryan's belt. So now I'm thinking they got Hiroki LaRoki back, or you know whatever his name is. Now that he making interim decisions, right? Maybe he's stepping in and he like, nah, cut all that shit. It ain't gonna hold up. It's gonna flop. Blah blah blah. Right? So yeah, I mean it had to happen. I ain't mad because I already knew Sony don't make good. They don't make good live service games anyway. But honestly think, man, like it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more games getting canceled down the road. This is only February. We ain't even hit April, May yet. And don't forget that we ain't got no first party games coming until April of next year. So don't forget that. Like, what are we gonna do, right? What we gonna do? Rely on fucking Rise of Ronin? Nah, man. Rise of Ronin trash. Rise of Ronin trash. I told you, man. Sony make boring games, fool. I mean, Spider-Man 2 got a bunch of, I ain't gonna say a bunch, but Spider-Man 2 got some missions on that drain. You like, why the fuck am I doing this? And then they talking about Rise of Ronin, you like some of your missions, you're gonna be going around rescuing cats and shit, looking for cats. Come on, bro. You think I'm gonna spend $70 to go rescue cats? You got me, man. Look, I'm telling you, young. It's looking bad for Sony PlayStation, bro. It's looking bad for the PlayStation. I don't know how else to put it, man. It's not looking too good. I mean, supposedly we don't buy first party games anyway, and I admit I don't buy them off rip. I wait till them bitches drop to about $40. I don't really buy too many full price first party games because they haven't showed me nothing yet, except it's boring ass, tedious ass missions. I don't want to go do this and do that. Ghost of Tsushima had a couple of dumb missions in that jump too. Like, and now I think about it, I ain't really feeling a lot of these first party games for real. I play them because I spent the bread on them, but nah, man, a lot of the games end up being boring. They do. A lot of the games end up being boring. Man, yeah, a lot of the games is boring though. A lot of the games is boring. Ghost of Tsushima, motherfucking Spider-Man 2 has some stupid missions. Ronin got some stupid missions. It's like, bruh, like y'all cannot stop making games with dumbass missions. Like you ain't putting it in a game. And matter of fact, let me talk about that though. Okay, because you can say, yeah, they games are big, 70-hour games. And if you want to do everything, it's going to be 100-something hours. Like, listen, I got 120 hours in Horizon, right? And I'm only 54% done with that game. Like, I'm not even close to beating that jump. And it's 120 hours in that game. That's a long game. And let me ask y'all this. I don't know if y'all ever got the same problem I got, but you ever been in the middle of a game, a Sony game, and you just like, man, I wish this game hurry up and end already, man. Like, damn, like, this game ain't over. I ain't beat the game yet. I feel like that about a lot of Sony games, though. I ain't gonna say a lot, but most of them, though. Most of them, I'm like, damn, bro, like, this shit should be over. I want this game to be over already. Like, they just giving me fucking checklist to do. Save that cat. Run over this person. Go talk to this person. Pick that flower. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? That's why when motherfucking when they said Hellblade 2 gonna be 8 to 10 hours long, I thought about it and I was like, you know, maybe that's a good thing for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want no 70-hour, 80-hour game for real. But at least me, as I get older, I don't want them long-ass, mundane games no more. But I thought I did, because I thought, you know, I want to get my $70 worth. Give me a long game as possible. Like, Final Fantasy supposed to have 1,000 hours or something in that bitch. Like, I don't want that, bro. That's a waste of fucking time. I could be doing something else. I'm not getting Final Fantasy until that shit drop. Final Fantasy was always one of them titles since I had the PS1, PS2, PS3. Final Fantasy was always one of them games that I stayed away from. And I told myself, well, this year I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna play games that I always skipped over in the past. But for real, I don't know. Like, I ain't too enthused about spending $70 on that, which is I'm not. I'm gonna wait till that drink go down to 40, which is gonna be like a year or so from now. Then I'm gonna get it. Like, I don't really want to support that. They games be boring, bro. Like, it is what it is. They games be boring, bro. But I do want to say though, the P5 Pro. Let's get on the P5 Pro, man. I think it's unnecessary. I do. I don't think. And what's crazy is the PS5 Pro, we don't really know the specs, but I know the specs is going to be a little better. What? 4K 60 is what they telling us? It ain't gonna be no 4K 120. At least I don't think so. But I mean, hell, they put 8K on the box. You know fucking well we ain't gonna see 8K into the P6. So that right there, you know, they lied to me. They lied to all of us. We saw that 8K in gold letters. We was like, ooh, 8K where, Mo? Ain't no fucking 8K. Sony be lying, bruh. And it's time for us to call them out on their shit and stop giving them our hard-earned bread. And really go to where you get the best entertainment. A lot of you motherfuckers, a lot of you people, a lot of you Sony ponies really want Xbox to be good because Sony is boring you. Like, for real, Sony is not what it is, though. Like I said, they got a nice community, but when you really look back at the bigger picture, most niggas play third-party games on that station. They not really buying first-party games for real, which is why Sony keep threatening us with raising the price. Sony gonna keep threatening us, or we gonna go up to $79.99, right? Oh yeah? Well, guess me, I'm gonna wait even more now. Since you wanna go up $10 more, and what you gonna do? I think you're gonna do this. I think you're gonna use the PS Pro as a gimmick to raise the price to $10 more. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Mo, if we smart like I know we is as gamers, we smart gamers for real. If we smart, we ain't gonna buy the fucking hype. We ain't gonna sew that shit up. We ain't gonna soak that shit up, man. Do not buy the hype. I can see Sony raising the price $10 when a PS Pro. Oh, get these new features, 4K 60. Come on, bro. They just want an excuse to raise the price. And I ain't buying it. I'm telling you, like, if they go up $10 more, yeah, it'd be $80 for a standard version of a game. Come on, bro. You done lost me already, fool. I'm gonna tell you right now. You done lost me for real. So yeah, I think the PS5 Pro is unnecessary because if you look at what Xbox got coming out, right? Xbox got supposedly, a white motherfucking Series X, right? And they say it's just the updated heat sink in that joint, right? So why are they coming out with the same console but a discless version? Kind of hard to like, damn, man, why are they doing that though, right? I think they're going to phase out the Series S, right? That's going to take care of that parity issue, right? So now they're going to push the black Series X and the white Series X, right? Phase out the Series S, so that way all of the games coming out in the future going to be running at full potential. And I think, and this is the thought that I had though, because Sony coming out with a whole new console with a couple of new features. I think Xbox, it's more power under the hood than we think it is. I really do, bro. Like if you look, I'm telling you, maybe they was onto something when they said the world's most powerful console. I think they're gonna do a patch. They're gonna send a patch through. And that bitch gonna run like butter. That bitch gonna run way different than what you done seen the past 3 years. I just got that feeling though, bro. Which is why I think they want the white joint to come out first. And then once Sony released their PS5 Pro with the 4K, whatever the fuck, Xbox gonna put a patch through and make that black Series X and the white one run like gold. And if that ain't the case, if that white Series X, if they don't do no patch to make it at least run to the same specs of what Sony got going on, then it was a dud. But, nah, I think Xbox planned ahead for this shit. And I think them making this digital joint is getting rid of the Series S parity. So the developers can only just focus on the Series X. You know, let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I could be woofing though, but that's just what I think for real. Because, I mean, Xbox ain't going to come out with a whole new system and then just tell you, oh, it's a new heat sink in the system. That's all you getting is a new heat sink and no disk drive. Nah, young, it's something that you ain't telling me, and I think it's more power under the hood than what we think. Which is cool. Hey, I take that, though. But Sony coming out with a whole new SKU, a whole new 8K on the box. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop it. Stop that shit, man. We tired of that, man. Give us what the fuck Like, gaming, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, the PS5 Pro is definitely unnecessary. It might be necessary, though, if Xbox do that patch. And then Xbox will really be running better than the PS5. For sure. And, yeah, man, what's this I hear about goddamn, what game is that? Xbox running at 120. What game is that? Pentiment. Yeah, that junk. Hey, now listen, I don't know how to take that. I don't know how you Xbox fans feel about that, but I think that's a slap in the face. That's a slap in the motherfucking face, bro. I mean, yeah, it's a shitty game. It ain't really a demanding game. Okay, I give you that. It ain't demanding, but still though, how an Xbox game come on a P5 running at 4K 120 though? Like, nah, that's a slap in the face, bro. That is a slap. Like, I don't know how to take that. I don't know if Xbox gonna do a patch, or I don't know what they're gonna do to try to fix that. Maybe they just say fuck it. But when I seen that, I ain't know how to take that though. I'm like, is that gonna make PS5 niggas proud to own a PS5? Cause it's looking like PS5. Hey, hey. I don't want to speak it, but if anybody was to go out of business, it'll be that P5, bro. It'll be PlayStation. I don't see Microsoft going out of business, bro. Like, especially when Sony copy every move they make blatantly too. Like, they copy every move they make. So, and I feel like they can't keep up for real. I feel like they can't keep up. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to take that. But fuck that game running. I mean, it's a stupid game anyway. Most of us won't play it for real, for real. But the fact that that little ass game is running at 4K 120 on the station, Xbox gonna have to do something with their performance for real. Step it up, bro. Step it the fuck up, Microsoft. I need you to. And let me tell you something, one more thing too, though. Back a couple months ago, when Microsoft said we're gonna try to get Game Pass on the station, right? Man, listen. Sony said no, of course. But Microsoft said, we're going to do this then. We're going to get them 4 games. 4 of our first party games. One of the games, bro, let me just say, this is a brilliant fucking idea from Microsoft, bro. If we can't put out Game Pass on your station, fine. The games we do give you, you got to make a Microsoft account. Fucking brilliant. That is a brilliant fucking idea, bro. When I seen that, I forgot what game it was. I think it was Sea of Thieves or one of them jumps. When I seen that, bro, mind blown. Cool. You don't want to let Game Pass on your console? Okay. We gonna make sure your PS5 niggas make an Xbox account to play this game. So fucking brilliant. I don't care how you slice it, ponies. That's a good fucking idea. And then some of y'all gonna think, well, hell, if I gotta make an Xbox account, I might as well just get an Xbox. Which is subliminally another way of getting you over to the ecosystem. I love it. I love the business. I love the sneakiness of it. It's a nice idea. It's a beautiful idea. Man. Now what you think Sony gonna do? Yeah. And that's another thing too though. Sony is definitely gonna give Xbox some games. And I ain't talking about the fucking MLBs. I ain't talking about the MLBs. I'm talking about like a Ratchet and Clank. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that. Sony is gonna have to give Xbox some games. And what you think they gonna do? They gonna try to make some of them Xbox niggas make a PS5 account. But then again, like I said, Xbox is always beating them to the punch with everything. System updates, features, business moves, strategies, outlook, just everything, bro. Everything. And another thing I want to say about Sony right quick, like just off the cuff, but if you look at Sony the past 10 to 15 years, Sony just throw a lot of stuff at the wall and see what stick, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they gotta cut so many. I think it's gonna be more than 900 for real. I think they're just giving you that number now, but later on, before December hit, it's gonna be more people getting laid off, and it's gonna be more motherfucking more projects getting canceled. For I'm telling you, and it's like, well, damn. Like when they said no first party games was coming, we really gotta rely on third party companies. I kind of been doing it anyway with the Maddens and the Call of Duties and the 2Ks and shit, but now it's even more so now. But for real, I really think I really think Xbox gonna copy that strategy, which is sad. But I just want to say, man, brilliant idea, Microsoft. I like how you played that. I like how you played that. That was nice. But yeah, definitely. Games are definitely coming to the Xbox for sure. Games are definitely gonna come to the Xbox. They ain't got no choice, man. Like if you reading all the recent news on to see what's going on, Sony is behind the curve. Okay, yeah, what they sell? 80 million consoles this year? Okay. 80 million consoles, but who's really buying content for real? Most of the content is third party content that you know what I'm saying? And most niggas, listen, I got a lot of people on my friend list. Most niggas didn't even upgrade the hard drive. And if you got a PS5, you know you don't get no fucking storage on that junk. Like you have to upgrade the junk for real. Call of Duty itself is gonna take up a bulk of that. For real. Like nah. So yeah, they sold 80 million boxes. But where's like the stuff that's like keeping the box active? Besides the 80 fucking dollar PS Plus. I don't know. I'm just saying, sooner or later, y'all gonna see, man. These companies want us. Sony gonna go to A. Sony gonna be more aggressive, quote unquote, with going to PC. Just like Xbox was already aggressive with it. If you really wrap your mind and look to see where the fuck they going, I'm telling you, it's like Ready Player One, bro. They both of these companies, and it's gonna be different timing though. Xbox gonna do it first, then Sony gonna come by and do it maybe 3-4 years later. But the end goal for both of these companies is to really they really want all of us on PC for real. They want all of us on PC. And like I said, I'm a console gamer. But like I said, I get a PC though if they force me to get a PC. And one way they can force me to get a PC is by putting all their games on goddamn PC for real. Because the reason I got a station is for the exclusives, as of everybody else. I don't got a PC to play multiplayer games. I go to Xbox for that. Xbox do multiplayer way better. And I'm gonna tell you right now. And that's what put Sony in the box, because Sony can only make story mode games good. Like we know for a fact the game is gonna be quality. It's gonna be a cinema type game, features, blah blah blah, right? We know that. They can't make multiplayer games, and it shows by them canceling a bunch of games today, letting companies go and all that other shit. But if Microsoft can perfect their single player games, bro, they gonna sweep the board. They already good at multiplayer games. They already good at that. And they just bought a motion capture studio. If they can perfect they single player games like Sony has been doing these past couple years, they will take the cake. It is what it is, bro. They gonna take the cake. That's a dangerous spot to be in for Sony, because Sony can't make multiplayer games. So it's like the one trick pony, as per se, for they really are a one trick pony. They can only do one thing, and that one thing they can do real good. But if Xbox can do both, bro, it's gonna be. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna look good for Sony, bro. It's gonna look real spooky, Mo. Real spooky for Sony in the future. Maybe Jim Ryan saw this and he was like, yep, I'm out. We not doing this. Maybe he was just like, fuck it, I'm gone. I can't. He saw the writing on the wall. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it's all doom and gloom for Sony right now. It's not all doom and gloom. But it ain't looking too good for the Sony PlayStation. That's just what it is. I got more reasons to turn my Game Pass on. For real, for real. Especially like I feel like and then this whole thing how these 4 games is coming to the joint and they charging us for them. That right there, you can listen. You can feel how you want to feel. I know a lot of Sony fanboys that said they gonna pay the game. They gonna pay the full price or whatever, $25, $30 for them. That's cool though. But you paying $25, $30 for old games and games that's already free on the other console. Like let that sink in though. Sony charging you for MLB The Show 70. Like it ain't even a discounted price. It's the full price. Knowing your competitor got your game, giving us your game day one, part of the subscription service. I don't know, bro. If you really like, you just look around, you can tell, man. Like, who has the like, and it's a money game for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Who has the bread controls it, man, and it's obviously proof that Microsoft got the bread. They done bought Bethesda for what, 6, 7.5. Then they bought Activision for 69, 70 billion. It's obvious who has the bread. Sony ain't got the bread, man, which is why they can't make those kind of powerhouse moves to really control the market for real. So like I said earlier, if anybody go out of business, it's going to be Sony. Or I ain't going to say out of business, but to keep Sony alive, they would have to go full third party for real. They would have to. Because, I mean, hey, we don't buy exclusives like they want us to buy, right? So what you going to do? You're going to go to PC. That's going to open it up a little bit. You can go to PC day and day, again, copying Xbox's strategy. Like, then you're going to bring games over to the Xbox. I don't know what games it'll be, but it's going to come out that they're going to bring some games to the Xbox. Watch. It's going to happen. It's going to have to happen. Like, Sony right now, as we know, bro, they is caught between a rock and a hard place right now. Now, I don't know. Some of the people behind the scenes might be panicking, but they ain't going to let us know they panicking. Jim Ryan let us know a little bit when he said if they get ABK, it's going to be hard for them to recover. Well, they got ABK, and it's looking like it's hard for y'all to recover already. And Microsoft ain't even started making the powerhouse moves yet. They ain't even start making the powerhouse moves yet. You wait till they really put their foot down, and you wait till they really start letting that deal sink in. Sony gonna be in trouble. Sony gonna be in real big trouble though. Sony's gonna be in real big trouble though. And that's a scary thing to think about for real. Like, wow, how you be on the top, right? Looking down at all the competition, to you being at the bottom, looking up at the competition. Like, I can't fathom that for real. But after the recent news that we hearing about, I can start to see that though. We don't buy first party games. And if we do, we not beating them. Why do you think they got a feature coming out? And this is dumb to me, but you know, it is what it is. They got a feature coming out. I don't know if it's going to be on a PS5 Pro or whatever, but they got a feature, an AI feature to help you beat these games more. They got some AI that's going to adapt to how you play and then to help you beat these story mode missions because they know we not beating these games. Either we losing interest or they probably think, oh, the story mode is hard. No, the story mode is boring. How about that? It ain't hard. It's just boring. Like, we don't want to keep going around collecting cats and picking flowers and shit for an hour. Like, come on, bro. Give us something to actually do. Like, Sony done lost their step, bro. They definitely lost their step. And it is what it is. And people think Xbox is lying about about the physical media thing they said because they coming out with a white Xbox. I don't know. I don't know if they lying. And another thing is, if they is lying, I'm gonna tell if they lying about the physical media because they got some they got some games coming out. Indiana Jones, Hell Divers, blah blah blah, right? If none of them games come out in physical media, then I'ma think that they lying for real. I'ma think they lied. Think they lied to me because when Phil Spencer said that news, I got a little happy to hear that because one of the reasons why I don't invest in my Xbox is because of the physical media. All the physical games I got are on my PlayStation for real. So only time will tell about that if he was lying on that. But like I said earlier, I think they coming out with 2 Series X's to phase out the S so they can get rid of that Purdy issue and just focus on the 2 powerful consoles, send a patch through, and then boom, that's it. So they got to go through this whole song and dance of making a new console, new blah, 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 new SKU, reship it, package it. No. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, man, it's just something to think about, though. But if it is more power under that hood, how would y'all feel about that, though? Knowing for 3 years you had this box and it was capable of doing way more than what the fuck it's doing now. And then the white Series X come out and the PS5 Pro come out and then boom. Now this dream run like gold. Butter, flawless. 4K 120 all across the board. And even if it ain't, the lowest you get is 4K 60. No more 30 frames per second games. That's the move the Xbox need to make for real. But yeah, man, that's all I had, though. I'm tired of babbling, but you know what it is, man. Let me know what y'all think, though, for real, for real. It's looking real foggy for the Sony PlayStation. That's all I can tell you. And for those of y'all who traded y'all Xbox in, throwing it in the trash, I don't know if it was a meme. I don't know if what it was. But I told you was gonna regret that shit. Cause now that, you know what I'm saying, now that shit might be forming that you might want to go back to GameStop and buy a used copy. When you had that shit already in your living room. But you want to be emotional and impulsive off of some news and go do some dumb shit. Now look at you. Anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. Remember, sow good seeds, baby.